Ben 10 today.
That's right.
Yes.
A ranking of top 10 aliens by each of us, right?
So from the original series, right, Ben acquired his watch, and for the first season, I believe, he had access to 10 aliens.
Pretty lit.
It was actually alluded to in the second or third episode that he already had tried out each alien already, but like behind the scenes, but we don't see him name and try out each alien
Not until they use them.
Yeah, in different episodes throughout the first season. Cannonbolt was the first alien to break that mold. It broke the title of Ben 10, turning him into Ben 11. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, we each have a playlist here of 10 aliens from across the series.
Yeah. Okay. So my first one is Petrosapien. That's the Diamond Head.
Yes.
Alien.
Yeah.
Diamond Head, I think, is my favorite of the classic aliens.
He had a lot of like
He's also my
talking
favorite
in
of the
that show.
classic.
Yeah. And like, I don't know. I just always liked him. I always thought in Alien Force Season 3, when Vilgax returned and Ben had to fight him again as a teenager, and then him turning back and re-unlocking Diamond Head was such a hype moment for me as a kid. So
You know, Diamond Head was the only alien to have beaten Vilgax 3 times on screen.
really?
Yes, yeah. And
Well, that's my goat right
yeah,
there.
he's
That's the goat.
one of Ben's go-to aliens when facing his most powerful foes.
Yeah. Second, I'm going to go with my favorite alien from Alien Force, the Methanosian.
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 Yeah.
Yes, so that's Swamp Fire for those who are uninitiated.
Swamp fire!
That was really good.
That
What
was
the
really
hell?
good.
That was fun.
Gotta plug the nose.
My hottest take is, and it's appropriate that it's a hot take because fire. Swamp Fire to me is better than Heat Blast. That's my hot take.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I think so too. Yeah. Heat
Swamp Fire is
Blast-
cool looking, but come on.
Like
Yeah.
Heat Blast
I-
can
Swamp Fire got
fly.
the
I don't know.
aesthetic
He
to
has the molten. He can go supernova.
Heat
but-
Blast just has aura.
Yeah.
That's true.
and he was Ben's first alien.
That's true.
But
Yes.
Swamp Fire was Ben's first alien in Alien Force.
And he can do it. Well, not everything that Swamp Fire can do, but like most of what Swamp Fire can do, and most of what Wildvine can do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I've always vibed with Swamp Fire.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
You know, we gotta respect
Absolutely,
your opinion.
yeah.
Yeah. Show.
He's got
You
best
don't
of both
have
worlds-
to respect my
worlds.
opinion.
I hate your opinion. No.
After that, I'm gonna go Tetraman. So that's Forearms.
Oh,
yeah, forearms.
Just classic. Like
He was
if-
one of the most classics in the show.
Mhm.
Yeah.
as a kid, I probably would have said Humongosaur, but
Oh yeah.
I had a Forearms action figure I was really into.
Okay.
and
No
if-
way.
If I have to pick an alien where I'm just gonna like punch people, then it's gonna be Forearms.
Definitely.
Forearms to punch.
Generation,
I have a
yeah.
huge hot take though. I think a reboot handled Humongosaur's design the best.
I think I
So
think
the
you're right.
reboot, it was very cartoonish, you know, very
Yeah.
much meant for kids. But,
But they made him look cool.
yeah, Humongosaur, they gave him a spiked tail. They gave him a little cannonball at the end. His design was pretty solid, and honestly, that would have made him a little bit more interesting in the OG series.
Yeah,
instead of just
definitely.
big dinosaur can hit and grow.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, back.
Gave him some aura.
Yeah.
After that, I'm gonna go Galvin. That's the gray matter one. Just because I'm gonna want some smarts on my side.
Gotta have the brains.
From there, the Sonorosian. I think that's Echo Echo.
Oh,
because
yes.
Echo Echo is better than Ditto because you can split into clones, but then also scream people's ears out. So that's pretty cool.
That
And
is
they
true.
do crazy stuff with those sound waves. Like Ultimate Echo Echo is the coolest Ultimate.
He took
Echo
on
Echo's
Kevin. He
cool.
almost like murked Kevin.
And then I'm gonna do the Aerophibian. That's Jet Ray. I've got a little bit of an Alien Force bias here.
Dude,
You'll-
he can go light speed.
You'll notice. But see, that's just it. He can fly, he can go underwater, and he's faster than Accelerate. Don't at me.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Dude.
true.
So that's a really, there's a lot of utilization there that I would be going for.
Fair.
A lot of skills, yeah.
Yeah. After that, the Toku Star, that's Way Big.
Yes.
Just because Way Big is really cool and has crazy aura. And
Modeled off of Ultraman, by the way, even does the pose like this.
No way.
He threw Vilgax into space.
Mhm.
That
Ryan
was
Gosling
cool.
in Project Hail Mary's going like this.
Toku Star, right? Up in the stars.
After that, the Galvanic Mechamorph, that's Upgrade. Just because you could do a lot with Upgrade.
That is true.
The Necrophrygian, that's the Big Chill, because I love Big Chill.
Solid.
Definitely.
Chilling.
And then I had to throw something from Omniverse in there, so I'm going to say Shock Squatch just because I think lightning powers
Technically,
are cool.
he's from Ultimate Alien.
All right, I failed.
Sorry,
Sorry,
get out.
Omniverse.
Shock
Sorry.
Squatch was actually an alien that got introduced in the Generator X Ben 10
Oh, that's
crossover.
right,
Yeah,
that's
he had a
right.
completely different design, and he was introduced for like maybe 5 seconds. Didn't even have his powers shown. He's a Canadian sounding alien. He sounds like this, eh? He's like a Bigfoot electric yeti. Oh wait, that's pretty sure that's what an alternate version of Ben 10 calls him. But I got my list here. It's actually really similar to yours. I think we got like
Really?
5 of the same aliens, or something, like 4 of the same aliens.
That makes me feel better.
Diamond Head is at the top of my list.
Ooh, okay.
Again, took on Vilgax multiple times. Echo is at my list, number 2, because his multiplication and sonar abilities, they're killer. They really are. Big Chill, he's in the list. Going through walls, freezing things. It's OP.
Dude, good answer
is
so
okay.
far.
Genuinely,
Yeah,
genuinely.
Then next up, here's some diversion on the list. We got Wrath. Wrath.
Bring in the wrath.
He's the tiger. He's the Tony the Tiger representative. No, I'm kidding.
Tony Soprano.
Tony Soprano. But he's always mad. He's voiced by John DiMaggio, otherwise known as Jake from Adventure Time.
Jake from
yeah.
State
Or
Farm.
Bender. Jake from State Farm. Jacob from Pop Culture Outlet.
Hey, no.
But the durability is insane and the strength is insane, and I
And
think
he's funny.
yeah, he's funny. I want the personality change. I want to just be. Let me tell you something. Be great.
kids. No. You kids.
Yeah, get off my swamp. And then we got Gut Rot from Omniverse.
Really?
Not a lot of people know this alien, but I have a lot of interest in this guy. His ability is very unique. He has the ability to conjure any gas in his stomach and then release it from his body.
That's pretty neat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Any chemical gas, huh?
Any
The
anything
gastric-
he can think
yeah.
of, and he has like a full knowledge of all chemicals, like uploaded in his.
Bro has a
brain.
big brain.
For real.
God.
He's apparently one of Ben's smarter aliens as well.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Next up, I got Feedback, kind of the poster child of Omniverse. Good for any electricity involved,
I was really close to saying feedback too.
He held the universe in his hands. Probably Ben's best feat. There was a universe creating bomb / destroying bomb that went off. It was going to go off in this one villain's image. Ben went after it, and it cycled through every single one of his aliens.
In
to watch.
order of when he first used them too.
That's right. Except for Jet
Dang.
Ray and Feedback and Chameleon weren't included, unfortunately. But yeah, it ended up cycling back to Feedback, who was holding the ball of energy, which was the whole entire universe in his hands, and then he Kamehameha'd it and destroyed the villain.
That's wild.
It was insane.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Gotta have him
Yeah,
on the
that's dope.
list. Then I got Clockwork. Now, I don't need no speedster on my team if I got Clockwork in the roster. Dude can control time. I can just zoop, 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 just
Good point.
zip by anywhere undetected.
He's like A-Train.
He really-
A-Train.
R.I.P. A-Train. Check out our The Boys video, just released.
Hated A-Train.
The big controversy.
It's
whoa.
controversy.
Yeah, yeah.
Still hate him, even
Nah.
after season 5.
We actually spoiled Gunner on that.
Well,
Sorry.
yeah, I was gonna
Low-key,
say
yeah,
your
my bad,
guys'
Gunnar.
The Boys episode is actually how I found out about it.
No way. Did you really? Oh, I'm sorry.
My
No,
bad,
it's okay.
Pimp.
It's okay.
Next up, I have Green Needle. Green Needle is a really smart alien. Has electricity powers as well. Sorry. Oh, my bad. Brainstorm.
Brainstorm. I was
Yes.
like, huh? Mm-mm.
This is a deep cut for those of you who don't know. A meme went around for a while where somebody had this toy. They put on this Brainstorm action figure onto their watch, and it says Brainstorm. But it's kind of
Oh,
like
I know what you're
yeah,
talking about.
It's kind of like the
Brainstorm.
Yanny Laurel type thing. It says Brainstorm, and then you hear Green Needle. I'll show you all
Green
afterwards.
Needle.
It's so good. But
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep,
That
he
unlocked
has-
a memory.
he's basically as smart as a Galvin. He's got electricity powers, and he can also fly, which is
That's pretty
God,
sick.
he could fly.
it's
Cherry on
one
top.
one time he uses it in one episode. Second to last, I have my boy, my favorite from Omniverse. His name is Gravitac. He has the ability to control gravity. He also created a black hole that destroyed everything in one episode. Yeah, big feats, big feats. And then I got my Toku Star, way big, as my final guy. He's my ultimate G. He's super tall. He's got his laser, super destructive, and he also has super speed as well.
Big in the post.
Big in the post, 100 overall, bro. Not even 99. He's
like
100.
Shaq.
He's 101 in the post.
Our lists
Oh
are
my
actually
gosh.
more similar than you know because a lot of the ones like Gravitak and Feedback, I did almost consider them.
I just wanted to show some love for Omniverse, and those two, and Gut Rot, they're probably my favorite from Omniverse. Jacob, you want to take it away to your list?
For sure, for sure. Okay, so real quick, my list is kind of going to go from nostalgic and ones who had the most aura, in my opinion.
Ooh, okay.
So number one is a nostalgic pick, straight up. It's going to be Spider Monkey. I just loved that episode when he first shows up, and
Yes.
he just did a great job. Number two is an aura pick, Ghost Freak. I loved him in the show.
Ghost
I just
Freak
like
is
how he
great.
possesses people, and
Yeah.
he's like
And
always
then
hissing
He
and stuff.
escapes the watch and turns into
Yeah.
his own villains, a scare.
That's such a cool
Yeah.
storyline.
Yeah,
That's
genuinely
Very
really good.
interesting.
Number three on my list would be Wildvine.
Interesting.
I love the fact that he can immune hypnosis straight up. You can't
Ooh.
and that he can talk to all plants. I'm a plant
That's
guy.
right. In his
That is
debut
gangster.
episode, right?
And
couldn't
straight up aura,
hypnotize.
like he just walks up with 4 legs and he's all living and stuff. Number 3 on my list, is that correct? Or number 4? Number 4, I'm gonna go Snarrow. Actually, Snarrow is one of the older aliens. He's completely made out of bandages and stuff, and he can reform his body to whatever way he
Otherwise
wants.
known as Ben Mummy.
Right, Ben Mummy. But he can also withstand space. So
Oh.
yeah, he can breathe in space. So that's another like a big aura thing for me. If you can just walk in space, that's another one. Number 5 is gonna be way big.
Everybody's
He's
gotta
huge.
have way big on,
Yeah,
on the list. I
He's
mean,
huge. He's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Number 6, actually, I'm gonna go with Echo Echo. And follow you on suit, Gunner, on that. I just loved, his raw power and the fact that he could just scream, and that's all he needs to
clone
do.
himself and
Great choice.
My next one, number 7, would be Jet Ray.
Also great choice.
Yeah, just the fact that he can go faster than light and everything, and he also has laser beams is pretty lit.
yeah. Oh, I forgot he had laser beams.
Oh, that's gangster.
Yes, sir.
right.
That's fine.
And then number 8, actually is going to be Goop.
Solid.
Yeah, Goop is pretty cool. I like the fact that he can do whatever he wants, pretty much. And then number 9, right? Upgrade. I love that's an aura pick straight up. And the fact that he can go into any technology and make it himself is pretty sick. And for number 10, honestly, that's a hard pick for me. I'm gonna try to go for like one of the newer ones. If I even recognize any of them. Actually, I don't. So I'm gonna go back to my original. You know what? I'm gonna keep it classic. And disagree with you. Heat Blast is better.
Ooh, some
Yeah,
controversy.
I
He
knew
blessed
that
us
would
nice
be
with it.
the take that got me like hate.
demoted.
I guess.
No.
You want me to leave? I can leave.
Not yet. Not yet.
Get out. There's the door.
The show's not over.
All right, Andrew. To you, my friend.
All right, number 1, I have to go with my boy Forearms, because he's physically
Definitely.
strong, tough, well built, and loves to fight. So
And he was in the show a lot.
His
Yeah, and he's
his
in the show
different
a
costumes,
lot.
right? He had his first costume, which was the white tee, which was iconic.
the moist critical.
Yeah,
white
the
tee.
That's
moist critical.
crazy.
Oh my god. Then you got the second outfit. He kind of looked like a sumo wrestler, or
The Ultimate Alien one.
yeah.
Other hot take. That one's my favorite design.
Yeah, I gotta agree. Honestly, it's pretty
I
good.
like the original.
The original,
the
it's
OG
so
too.
good though. It's hard to. The proportions are out of whack, and that's what's so good about it.
Yeah.
But Omniverse, they turn him into a macho man. Also
Womp
voiced by
womp.
John DiMaggio, Jake
fire.
the dog. So
That's
they
pretty
gave
cool.
him like a kind of a mustache, like a macho man mustache, and turned him into like a wrestler type
Oh yeah.
figure, stereotype alien. So it's kind of interesting. I didn't really like it. I'm gonna be honest.
Fair enough.
And number 2, I would say Gray Matter.
Gray Matter,
Just to
that's a
have
good one.
intelligence on the
Intel.
team. And let's see, number 3, I would say Heat Blast.
Heat Blast,
Ooh.
I would
yes,
say
sir.
Heat Blast because he has a lot of strength with the heat, and he defeats the ops pretty easy. So,
And he's the original alien.
and he's the original.
That's
alien.
true.
So yeah, let's see.
And he has like the coolest voice, probably.
Definitely right next
Yeah.
to Ghostface, in my opinion.
Yep.
Ghost.
Or not Ghostface. What's his name again? My bad.
Ghost Freak.
Ghost Freak. Yeah.
I think they're both voiced by Steve Bloom in the original series, who also voiced Vilgax.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
He
so
does a lot.
Vilgax, he had this kind of voice that sounded like it was like cybernetic
Why are
squid
you so
voice.
good at
That's
this?
generational.
Yeah,
I really
Genuinely.
wanted to
Locked
grow
in,
up and
bro.
do voice acting, but then you got the Steve Blum. He transitioned from that, high pitched kind of, nasal.
Bro sounded like what's his name? Lord of the Rings. He
Gollum.
Gollum. He sounded like
Yeah.
Gollum for a
Yeah.
moment.
Andy Serkis or
Yeah.
whatever his
Bro,
name
Andy
is.
Circus, yeah.
But he has his voice for Ghost Rick. He goes, Ben Dennison. Right?
That's kind of crazy. Actually, stop.
And then his voice for Heat Blast, though, he chars it, so he goes, "Oh God, what do I do? What do I set the
I
forest
remember
on
that. I
fire?"
remember that.
Yeah, he has such
Okay.
an iconic voice.
All
Steve
right.
Blum.
Number 4, I would have to go with Ghost Freak.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ben
And
Den-
I think he's got aura. Number 5, let's see. I would say Cannonbolt.
Cannonball.
Cannonball.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was debating putting him on my list.
So was
Yeah.
I.
Yeah.
Cannonbolt's good.
And
Broke
like,
the
he's
title
he's small, but he's able to get things done.
Who?
Yeah.
You know? He's like Muggsy Bogues out there.
a little bit.
Cannonbolt.
Oh, you're right.
He compacts himself into that giant ball, and he's making sure that he's durable. He actually flies through space himself. And fun fact, Omniverse retconned the story to have a alternate version of Ben take the watch from, not like take it, but acquire the watch from the mainline version of Ben. And this alternate Ben went with Paradox, a character who resembles like Doctor Who
Yeah.
in some way,
Mm.
super powerful. Guides this alternate Ben back in time to OG Ben's backstory. This alternate Ben turns into Cannonbolt, flies through space, hits where the Omnitrix was going, changes its trajectory, and it goes straight to the OG Ben, starting his backstory.
That's pretty crazy.
It was insane.
All right, let's Andrew. Why don't you finish that list, my
Mm.
friend? What you got?
Low key, I'm gonna leave it at the top 5 because I don't really know too many other characters. So I'm
Fair
good
enough.
there.
Big
You know,
chillin', big chillin'.
Big 5 is good.
Yeah,
Big
top five.
chillin'.
Yeah, big
That's my
five.
starting 5. So, you know it.
But honestly, I think all of our lists are pretty solid. We ended up having really similar picks within Echo,
Echo was.
Way Big.
I think Echo had all 3 of us. Yeah.
Yeah, Way Big was all 3. I
Yep.
think we all got who was it? I know you and I both got Diamond Head.
Yeah.
Did you have Diamond Head?
I
on
did
yours?
not. I should have put that on there. I think I put Jet Blast instead. Or
Heat Blast.
Heat Blast.
Yeah.
Heat Blast, and I put I'm bad at their names.
Was it Jet Ray?
Jet Ray, thank you. That's
Yeah.
what I was trying to say.
Jet Ray's a solid pick.
Jet Ray's
You
nice.
both had Jet Ray.
That-
yeah. We
he's
went with Jet
goated.
Ray.
But y'all looking on YouTube, let us know in the comments who wins that.
That's
down
right.
below. Gunner,
Oh, yeah.
thank you for coming on
Yeah,
the
thank
pod,
you.
That's
man.
right.
Oh,
My
yeah,
friend.
absolutely.
It was an absolute blast
Yep.
having you, and hopefully coming up with a Superman video on the pod. Maybe doing a Superman deep dive. But
That'd
go
be fun.
subscribe to Gunner's YouTube channel. You want to shout that out?
I wasn't going to, but
Putting you on the
You don't
spot.
have to.
As
You don't
always.
have to.
if you look for StunsyGND on YouTube, you can find me. There's some pretty mediocre video essays on there, and I never upload.
It's okay. We all love good content. It's
Yeah.
Content is content, my boys.
It is.
Exactly.
You know, I'd say thank you guys for listening to
Yes,
another
thank
great
you. Thanks for
episode.
listening.
Thank you, Gunner, for coming
Thank
on.
you, Gunner.
Thank you
Thank
for
you,
having me
Gunnar.
on.
You know,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
we're gonna be having to pay some bills at the end of the episode, but coming up next after that is we're gonna have Queen of Sorrows by Black Label Society.
Yeah.
So you know, this is the
The
pop culture outlet.